Joining me again is Rick Young, Command Sergeant Major retired. His passion for this collection, as we all know, but he's going to talk to us a little bit about the history of why Pattons Park. And Rick, you know, this significance of these two generals here behind us has a major role in all these pieces of equipment.
Well, Bob, you're exactly right on that. The thing that with Pattons Park, you see, most people know, you know, General George S. Patton Jr. from World War II. They know his, you know, iconic status that he has and how much it's meant to the Armored Force. Well, Patton served at Fort Benning at least 3 times during his career and was also instrumental in the standing up and then later commanding of the 2nd Armored Division here at Fort Benning. So we went Pattons Park and we took it one step further because he also had a son who was also quite an accomplished armor cavalry commander, was highly decorated in Vietnam when he commanded the 11th Armored Cavalry Regiment in Vietnam, and also later went on, just like his father, to command the 2nd Armored Division, except it was at Fort Hood at that time. So we thought it appropriate, you have an iconic name attached to armor as a whole, that we named this Pattons Park as we showcase some of these pieces that we have out here today at the entrance of Fort Benning, so folks understand another tie to the history and lineage of the Patton family, what these two generals did to the armored force, and how their legacy lives on today in the units that they served in.
Well, and you know, and it's all about the legacy and the history of who's come before us. And so these few pieces that are depicted out here, what's the significance of those?
Well, you have basically a walk through armor history is what we have out here. We start with an M4 Sherman over here that saw service in World War II as well as Korea, and we go all the way around up to here to the modern day Desert Storm veteran over here with the M1 Abrams. And intermingled in there you have a vehicle from about every historic period, whether it be Korea with the M26, which also was at the end of World War II, whether it be the M48 and the M113 ACAVs that were prominent in Vietnam. If you have also the Sheridan back there was prominent in Vietnam and the post-Vietnam era. We also have an M60A3 over here, which was prominent during the Cold War. The Marine Corps also fought the M60 in Desert Storm. And then also have a Bradley fighting vehicle, which is still in service today. So you have a long history of the advances in armor technology displayed right here in the 9 vehicles that are out here on Pattons Park.